Let's do this. This wasn't even the right hat. Hey, what's up everybody? I'm SuperSonicJB and welcome to the third Sonic Fan Games video. Now, for all those who are new to my channel, a while back ago I made a Sonic the Hedgehog fan game / bootleg / Rom Hacks video, and I really enjoyed doing it. And then I went ahead and made a sequel, which I also really enjoyed doing, so I thought I'd make a third one to finish it off and everything. Now, I'll be honest guys, this is probably going to be the last video of these Sonic Fan Games things. But there is a possibility that I might cover some Sonic.exe games in the future. You know, I had an idea for that, but we'll see if we try it. Now, growing up, I played a lot of Sonic Fan Games back on my old school computer. Yeah, those things were horrible. I always loved getting home from school and playing Sonic Fan Games on that old school family computer we had. So in today's video we have some good games, some bad games, and some very questionable games that we're going to be covering today. So why not go ahead and get started, shall we? Now first up on our list, I have a fan game that I used to play a lot a while ago, and a lot of you requested me to talk about it. Sonic World. Now, for those of you who don't know, Sonic World is a 3D Sonic fan game where you play as all kinds of characters. Now, of course, you got your typical Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, but you also have some really interesting ones like Chaos, Mighty, Marine, Nicole, and the Commander from Shadow the Hedgehog? I mean, I like the idea of all these characters, but really? The Commander? Weird character choice, but hey, at least you can do this alongside the President. As I said earlier, I used to play this game all the time when it first came out, and it continues to update to this very day, adding more characters as well as levels. This game can be played with up to 3 characters, similar to Sonic Heroes. The nice thing about this is each character has their own specific moveset. Now it does follow the Sonic Heroes pattern with each character being speed, flight, and power, but still gives every character their own powers. For example, in Sonic Heroes, Knuckles couldn't glide, which sucked, but in Sonic World, he can. And I think that's really cool. Now the game itself isn't perfect by any means, the biggest issue being the frame rate. It's kind of slow. I mean, if you just look at this clip I have here, you can tell how well it runs. And no, this is not because of my computer. The game literally runs at this pace. Moving on from there, as I stated before, the game continues to add in more stages from past Sonic games. The nice thing about the levels themselves is that they're not an exact copy from the original games. They're all designed differently. There are even some brand new levels, but these are mostly used for testing purposes. Alright, just gonna go on over here to the spear thingamabobber and see what we can do down here. And I don't think that was supposed to happen. And that's pretty much all I have to say about this game. It's a great fan game that has a lot of effort put into it that most Sonic fans will definitely appreciate. If that one wasn't good enough for you, here's a game called Sonic Time Twisted. Man, with all these TikToks, I feel like I'm in an interrogation room.
I think you're cute, huh? Imitating me. And what's not cute? What did you do?
Okay, I confess! I was the last one to eat the potato chips! Now in this game, you can play as 3 characters. Sonic, Tails, and the Sonic the Hedgehog animated movie Knuckles. Because of the hat. You all remember that movie, right?
You might know everything I'm going to do, but that's not going to help you, since I know everything you're going to do! Strange, isn't it?
Yeah, the 90s were weird. The whole gimmick of this game is to use the time travel posts so you can travel to the past and future versions of each zone. And I gotta say, I really love this feature. It makes you want to explore each level as much as you can to find out what's changed. And get this game actually has its own customized special stages, where you race against Metal Sonic, who's pretty much the main villain in this game. Heck, there's even a little animated opening to his boss battle, though I'm not 100% sure what's going on here, so I think I'll translate it. It was a normal day in the barren wastelands of, well, I'm not really quite sure what this place is, and the butterfly robots are flying around, but Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails kill them all for no apparent reason. They know something's wrong with the world, so Tails says it's Eggman's fault, but Sonic says no, because a while back ago, he killed Eggman in space and completely disintegrated him, along with the Death Egg, because, I don't know, wanted to die too. So they wonder what's wrong, but then a random portal opens up. What's going on? Oh no! Metal Sonic, what do we do? And there you have it, folks. That's the story of this game. Thank you all. So yeah, after the cutscene, you face off against Metal Sonic. It's not really that hard of a fight, but it is kind of annoying trying to hit him given he's so far up the screen. It helps a lot if you have a power-up of some kind. One of the weirdest things about this game is Knuckles himself. I mean, he controls perfectly fine, it's just that his movement is kind of weird. I mean, if you run with him for a while, he swings his arm around like he's on fire. I think his glide animation is a little bit weirder though. Another thing I like to talk about here are the bosses. They're really awesome. Every time you make it to the end of an area, you find a brand new unique kind of boss. These bosses are also a lot bigger than you, so you'll have to move fast in order to dodge your attacks. And once you get all the Chaos Emeralds and complete every stage, it's time to face off against Metal Sonic. Stop! Do not harm the creator! Sheesh, Metal Sonic, what do you take me for? Oh my god! Wait, is that the final boss from Nicktoons Battle for Volcano Island? That's right, I didn't forget about you, big guy. Man, this boss sucked. It was so hard back in the day, and it just gave me nightmares. So here's the final boss of the game, the Creator. He's not really that hard, just dodge his beam attacks, keep going up, and knock him in the nose a few times and he's defeated. Also, he makes a really weird sound whenever you hit him. Once he's beaten, you transform into Super Sonic and fight him. Basically, all you have to do here is fly across the stage, avoid the obstacles, and bonk him on the nose some more. Once he's defeated, Sonic flies through his body, blows him up, and then flies back down to Earth to meet up with Tails and Knuckles. Knuckles, I'm pretty sure that's not how your glide works. Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles continue the fight to liberate Mobius from Robotnik's creations until no more robots remain. Oh, so that's how Sonic.exe was created.
Eat your heart.
Well, that's just plain rude. We talked about some great hacks so far, but if there's one thing I really want right now, it's some good old Knuckles. No, not those kinds of Knuckles. That Knuckles. So here's a game called Knuckles, Knuckles, and Knuckles. And I gotta say, I love this opening title screen.
Like Sonic, I don't chuckle. Oh no.
This game is basically a hack at Sonic 3 and Knuckles, where everybody is Knuckles. In this game, Knuckles and his sidekick Knuckles must stop the evil Dr. Knuckles and his new henchman Knuckles from collecting all the Chaos Emeralds and taking over the world. Will Knuckles and Knuckles win, or will Dr. Knuckles and Knuckles conquer the world? Here's a game called Sonic Back to the Future. Now, for those of you who don't know, I loved Back to the Future. It's one of the greatest movies of all time, so I was really excited to check this hack out. It's basically just Green Hill Zone, but with 3 different versions of it. The past 8-bit Master System Sonic, the present Sega Genesis Sonic, and the future Sonic Advance Sonic. What's also cool is every time you travel through time, you agree with the Back to the Future loading screen where the car from the movie picks you up and you travel through time. Now, that's awesome. There's not much else to say about this one. It's just a short hack with a great mechanic in it that I loved. Here's a game called Sonic Classic Heroes. This game is basically a 2D version of Sonic Heroes, but in the setting of Sonic 1 and 2. Just like Sonic Heroes, you can play as all three characters in your party. Sonic runs fast, Tails flies, and Knuckles glides. Wish you could do that in Heroes, but hey, at least you can do this. Another funny thing is, whenever you enter a special stage, just like in Sonic Heroes, you still have full control over these three characters. Still, this version of the special stages are way better in Heroes. These controls suck! How the heck am I supposed to steer this thing, for crying out loud? You can even play as Team Chaotix. However, they use the ring tethering mechanic that Knuckles Chaotix use, which is fine and all, but it can be kind of annoying sometimes. Come on. Come on, get up there. Come on. Get up there. Ah! In the end, though, I had a lot of fun playing this game. It was just a great 2D Sonic game that I hope gets a sequel to or something. Up next, we have Sonic Souls. No, not that Sonic Souls. This Sonic Souls. Yeah, that's the one. This is a fully 3D open world Sonic game made in the Unreal Engine. And it looks so beautiful. Just like Sonic World, there are tons of playable characters to choose from. Although, you can't play as a commander or a president, which is a major letdown. Far across the distance and spaces between us. One of the biggest issues I have with the game are the controls. I'll keep it short and just say they feel a little weird, and the button layout isn't the greatest. The rest of the game itself is fantastic, and I definitely recommend it to any Sonic fans. Also, you can play as Big the Cat. Oh yeah, 10 out of 10, baby. Running around at the speed of sound, the paces to go, gotta follow my rainbow! Well, those are some fun games while it lasted, but I know the real reason why you guys are here. You guys want to see me play the bad games. And I can see why, really, I guess. So, let's go ahead and jump into some bad games, shall we? Oh god, my ears! So here we have Atomic Sonic. I'm scared. Whoa, look how, colorful this game is. I'm sure I won't regret playing this. Ah! What's with this awful noise? It keeps looping through the entire game! You know, these sound effects remind me of Sonic Adventure 7. Anybody remember that masterpiece? Believe it or not, there's only one act to this game. You basically end the game where you fight Eggman, who's just a copy and paste of Sonic 1's boss. And there you go! Game over! Next! Sonic Brothers. Why do I do this to myself? Yep, this game's just a hack of Super Mario Bros. On the NES, but with Sonic. Also Chibi Robot. Don't ask me why. Is that supposed to be Eggman? Boy, looks like he's seen better days. Oh, hi Tails. You look like you've seen some terrible things. Good job, Sonic. Your quest is over. We present you a new quest. Finish this video. Well, I guess I have no choice now. You know, these fan games have been fun, but let's check out a bootleg, just for fun. Here we have Sonic 6. I guess I just completely skipped 5. Maybe because 4 was so bad. Wait, this music, it sounds very familiar. Is that the Looney Tunes theme? All it's missing now is that. That's all, folks. Yeah, just look at that logo. It sure looks unique. You know, screw it. Let's just play the game already. Oh, look at all the levels we got here. We have ice, country, desert, forest, and Mexico. I feel like one of these seems out of place. Well, obviously it's Sonic. I mean, just look at how big he is compared to the entire screen. What is this, a Mania mod? Actually, I'd much rather play Mania over this any day. Alright, let's start off the game and... Wait a minute. Why do I feel like I've seen this before? It can't be. Or is it? You've got to be kidding me. It's just that Sonic the Hedgehog 4 bootleg ported to the Game Boy. Well, we already started. Let's see if there's at least anything new here at all. Well, let's just say off the bat, the controls are absolute garbage. Seriously, at least with Sonic 4, it could move fast, but here, that's not the case. I mean, just trying to get past this stupid bird was a challenge enough. But hey, at least it gets better. If you get hit once, it's all over. Yep, no invincibility frames, no power-ups, nothing. You dead. And I think I'm done here. Let's move on, shall we? Oh boy, do I have a good one for you guys here. Here we have Crazy Sonic. Oh boy, this sure looks like fun. Turns out this game is an unofficial game release in Venezuela, known as Crazy Bus. In that game, you move a bus around. What? Were you expecting more? That's it! Oh my. I really don't know what to say here. It's just another sprite change with horrible music and sound effects. But hey, at least there's a special stage in it. I'm sure it'll be fun. Chaos Tires. Sounds like something you'd serve at a restaurant.
Oh, hey, man.
Yeah, can I get one Chaos Tire, please?
Oh, yeah, Chaos Tires. We actually just sold out. Some fella on a bus came through and bought it, and it was the last one, so we're out now. Yeah, my shift's done now. I gotta go, man.
Wait, what are you talking about? Hey, get back here! Alright, I think I've had enough of that one, so let's check out the next one. Sonic the Useful Engine. Man, I wish Tails didn't order me to finish this video.
You're gonna finish this video and you're gonna like it!
Shut up, Tails!
So in this game, everything in the entire level resembles Thomas the Tank Engine. Yeah, that's right. Thomas. The enemies are Thomas. The rings are Thomas. Even the special stage entrance is Thomas. Also, the boss is the conductor. Oh boy. That's something. And believe it or not, you yourself can become Thomas. Which looks absolutely horrifying. Well, those games sure were amazing. But I do have one more game here that I want to talk about. This one's a little bit different too. This one's actually an RPG style Sonic game. And when I found this, I was actually a little bit excited to try and give it a go. But yeah, I kind of regret it now. Because this one is one of the worst ones I've played. Last but not least, we have Sonic and the Chaos Dragons. Wow, would you look at that title screen. Can I please choose the shutdown option, Tails?
No!
Shut up, Tails!
So basically, the game starts you off by dropping you into this random town. Here are a few things you should know about this game before you start. First, each character has their own special ability that they can use at no cost to SP. Skill points! Okay, yeah, I get it, game. I played RPGs before. I know what I'm doing. Good God, when did these tutorials end? I just want to play the game already! Wow, I never thought I'd say that. As usual with these types of RPGs, there are menus where you can view your stats. You got item, skill, equipment, status, change, wait? I think that's what it says, and Quill Game, which I really want to press right now. I gotta say, this whole town just doesn't look right. I mean, I can pretty much walk everywhere, even if it doesn't look like it. Now, there are plenty of NPCs you can talk to, but they can be a little weird. Sonic, you're standing in the flowers. Oh, I'm sorry, Heather. Heather? Who the heck is this Heather girl? I'm not sure. Maybe she's a common character. Maybe she was even in Sonic Forces and we just didn't notice.
All kinds of things show up when your neighborhood turns into a desert.
Oh, there she is. You see her? Right there? Yeah, there's Heather. I also just wanted to mention that Sonic's sprite only looks left and right instead of every direction. It really looks weird. And just like RPGs, you can break into anyone's house at any time. Hello there, ma'am. How are you doing?
Help, please! This guy broke into my house!
Wait, what? And so, Sonic the Hedgehog was arrested, never to be seen again. This series got a new main character, and now it's titled Heather the Human. Alright, let's just continue the story, okay? What you're supposed to do is go to Tails' workshop, and I'll show you that he found a Chaos Emerald. And... wait, hold on. Is that seriously just a crappy JPEG of Tails and Sonic X? This game, it's just so bad. Tails, join your party. Yay! So now we have to visit Angel Island and talk to Knuckles about, well, something. I don't know, I wasn't paying attention. Wait, isn't Angel Island supposed to be flying? Also, Knuckles, you okay there? You look a little off. Then he just attacks you. Whoa, Niggles, what are you doing? What have you done with the Chaos Emeralds? You're just using them to... No, I'm not listening to any more excuses from you. Give me that emerald. And here we go to the first battle in the game. Oh my, this sure is great. So the battle mechanics are just like your standard turn-based RPG. You can use melee attacks, special attacks, items, etc. This wouldn't be so bad if fights didn't take forever to finish. Also, there are these meter things at the bottom that continue to fill up repeatedly, but I have no idea why. Probably said something about it in the opening instructions, but I was too lazy to read them. Also, for some reason, right in the middle of the fight, Knuckles froze and the game let me attack him non-stop. I guess he wanted this game to end just as badly as I do. Once he's defeated, Dr. Eggman comes out and steals the emeralds. Way to go, Knuckles! You've been fooled again. So Knuckles joins your party and you head into the ruins to find Eggman. And the ruins act as the first dungeon in the game. It also looks like that someone copied and pasted a lot around here. The first enemy I fought here was the most generic enemy ever. Snake! They were super easy to beat. But as I mentioned earlier, it takes forever to end a fight. Especially because the enemies have 1 billion HP. I also came across this area called the running section. And oh boy was it bad. Sonic's jump is very small and it makes it hard to platform correctly. Seriously, this dungeon is way too long and every 5 steps I take leads to another enemy battle. Oh Lord, please help me. So we finally make our way to Eggman and he starts to go on about something about a dragon, but Sonic doesn't listen and we end up fighting him. Because clearly, this game doesn't have enough battles already. So after a long while, we manage to beat Eggman and he keeps trying to tell us about these dragon things. But hey, who cares, am I right? So, 2 weeks later, wait, what? Why? You know what, screw it, it doesn't matter. But then, oh no! Station Square has been attacked! Or, I'm sorry, grayscaled. I think. I mean, seriously, what even is that? So it turns out Eggman was telling the truth about the dragons after all. And it's up to us to beat them. And I'll say it now, it took me forever just to beat this one dragon. So after we beat the snot out of the dragon, the people at Station Square gang up on us and yell at Sonic about how he should have listened to Eggman. And I'm just going to say this now, guys. This is where the game's plot becomes a huge mess. So, I'm just going to explain it briefly to you. Shadow comes out of nowhere, says Eggman knows a lot about the dragons, teleports away, being quite emo-ish. Amy joins the group because plot reasons. More battles. More battles. And hey, what do you know? More battles! Until you reach the next dragon, who's just as annoying to fight as the first one. Sonic gets suppressed. Rouge is here. Blah blah blah. I got lost and had to look up a guide. Also, I know this is completely random, but just look at Shadow's walking animation. It looks so wrong. Okay, so after you defeat some more dragons, and Sonic's depression gets cured, you find Eggman, and he tells you some important info on the dragons. At least I think. Like I said, I really started losing interest in the plot at this point. Also, why is Gamma here? I mean, didn't he die in Sonic Adventure? You know what? I need to stop questioning this game already. At this point in the game, the group splits up to fight even more dragons, and I am so tired of these stupid fights, man. Also, Chaos is here. Because, why not? So we finally make it to the last dungeon in the game. And let me tell ya, it's the worst one yet. First of all, the enemies take even longer to beat because you can only grind to level 20. And in time, the enemies will be way more powerful than you. Once you beat the final dragon, they all combine to make one giant dragon. Holy crap, this thing's horrifying. You fight him as Super Sonic and Super Shadow. And oh my god, is this fight horrible. The dragon attacks you way too fast, and it's nearly impossible to dodge because of how slow you are. You'd think because you're super, you'd be able to move faster, but whatever. So after a while, the big bad dragon is defeated, Sonic and Shadow become friends, Amy keeps chasing Sonic, Eggman goes back to causing trouble, and the game ends with Gotta Go Fast playing during the credits. Alright, I think that's a good spot to stop right there. So today we played some good games and some questionable games. But I had a lot of fun making this video, I'll say that. So I always love playing these Sonic fan games because they were my childhood and everything. And even Rom Hacks and Bootlegs can be fun to play because of the experience and everything else. But yeah guys, just thank you all for supporting me throughout all these Sonic bootleg slash fan game slash Rom Hack videos. I really appreciate it. Like I said, this is probably going to be the final one. I might do another one in the future on Sonic.exe or something like that, or Sonic Flash games, but we'll see. So, for now, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, hit that like button and comment, subscribe to my channel. Until next time, bye guys.